Imagine this. You've just had a refreshing swim in a warm lake, or maybe you've used a neti pot to clear your sinuses with tap water. Everything feels normal, but lurking in that water could be a microscopic killer, one that science fiction could only dream of. It's called Naegleria Fowleri, but it's better known by its terrifying nickname, the brain-eating amoeba. This isn't a creature from a horror movie. It's a real organism found in warm fresh water all over the world. So, how does this nightmare begin? It's deceptively simple. The amoeba enters your body through your nose. It doesn't happen from drinking contaminated water, only when water is forced up the nasal passages. Once inside, it has a direct, unguarded highway to your brain via the olfactory nerve. This is where the true terror unfolds. It's not a parasite in the traditional sense. It doesn't want to live in you. Your brain is simply its food source. Upon reaching the brain, Naegleria Fowleri begins to multiply and feast on your brain tissue. This causes a devastating and rapidly progressing condition called primary amoebic meningoencephalus or PAM. The initial symptoms are often mistaken for something common, like bacterial meningitis. You might get a severe headache, fever, nausea, and vomiting. You'd likely go to the doctor, get some standard tests, and be sent home. But within a day or two, the situation escalates dramatically. The symptoms shift into something far more sinister. Victims experience a stiff neck, confusion, a loss of balance, and a complete lack of attention to their surroundings. Seizures and hallucinations follow as the amoeba literally destroys the parts of the brain responsible for thought, memory, and control. It's a relentless assault. The brain swells, pressure builds inside the skull, and vital functions begin to shut down. The speed is shocking. From the first headache to coma and death, it can take less than 5 days. Let's talk about some true cases that show just how frightening this is. There was a young boy in Texas who went for a swim at a splash pad. A few days later, he was battling a headache that wouldn't quit. His parents rushed him to the hospital, but his condition deteriorated so quickly that doctors were left scrambling. By the time they identified Naegleria Fowleri, it was too late. An autopsy revealed what they feared: massive destruction of his brain tissue. In another case, a man in Florida reportedly contracted it simply from rinsing his sinuses with unfiltered tap water. He followed his daily routine, only to collapse with an explosive headache. He was gone within days. The common thread in these stories is how an everyday activity, swimming, using a splash pad, even nasal rinsing, can turn into a fatal encounter. The amoeba doesn't discriminate. It's an indiscriminate hunter that thrives in warm, stagnant water, typically above 80 degrees Fahrenheit. The survival rate for PAM is less than 1%. It is one of the most lethal infections known to medicine. The tragedy is compounded by the fact that it's often misdiagnosed until it's too late. By the time the unique symptoms of PAM become clear, the damage to the brain is usually irreversible. So what can you do? While infection is extremely rare, awareness is key. Health officials recommend avoiding jumping or diving into warm, stagnant freshwater bodies like lakes and ponds, especially during hot summer months. Hold your nose shut or use nose clips when you do go in. And if you use a neti pod or any other nasal irrigation device, always use distilled, sterile, or previously boiled and cooled water. Never use water straight from the tap. This microscopic predator serves as a chilling reminder that unseen dangers can exist in the most seemingly safe places. It's a true horror story written by nature itself. Thank you for watching, and if you found this information important, please like and subscribe for more deep dives into the world around us. Stay safe out there.